Hi guys, welcome back. It's G-Man, My World 67. Well, on the last video, which you may or may not have seen by now, was on that Oscar Mayer Wiener car. And I put that together. I think it was on last night. And I think it's going to work out great. Still got some fine tuning to do on it and so forth and so on. But I think it's going to be a fun engine to run around the layout, a novelty accessory. All right, what I have here you see is this picture of this Union Pacific Marks E7. And I just wanted to share this with you. I thought I had actually done a video on this before the storm and had already processed it and put it out, but I did not. I went back and checked. And so I thought I'd just share this with you. I did this right a day before the actual storm came, and then it got so hectic and busy that I didn't get a chance to do a video on it. So here it is. As I said, it's Union Pacific E7. I got this in. It was needed some more, a little work done to it. It was all scratched up, discolored. Had a broken step on it, which I'll show you in a minute, that I made one for it and replaced it. It did not run, and I had to put a couple new brushes in it. Well, actually, I had a pair of good used brushes, and I put those brushes in it, and put the horns on top of it, painted these center panels black. I kind of thought I like that better, as they give it more a better look, better characteristic. But anyway, here it is. And the unit also was supposed to have the sound unit in it that Marks had made to imitate the diesel growl, and it was attached. I don't know whether you can see, I did away with the holes here and here. There's a hole right there. And of course it didn't have it when I got it. Somebody had taken it out. And but overall, this was a pretty good shell. The body was pretty good. Like I said, a little discolored, light scratches, broken step. Other than that, everything else was good. The apron was good on it. No cracks in the shell. And so outside of getting it running, getting it cleaned up, and now one thing I will point out in the process that I noticed, that this particular shell must have been a dummy shell when it was originally made, because in the process these four holes here where they put those through there to hold the plate on the inside, which the motor attaches to. Normally you don't see these holes through the top of the shell like that, so that had been changed. So it's not an original shell. This was probably a dummy shell. Plus, you know, you've got your hole back here for your rear truck, which is not that abnormal for a Mark shell. They pretty much made them to go either way, except for the holes in the top to hold that metal plate. Outside of that, That's about all I can tell you about it. Let you see how it runs. And that's just 5 miles an hour. And it's really a quiet engine. Get it on the track. Now you can hear a little bit of gear noise, which is prototypical for these engines as the gears mesh together. But it's not a real loud growl. And a matter of fact, as it runs, I did take it out and put it on the layout and ran it halfway around before I put all that junk on the top of it. It actually runs great, and so I'm really pleased with this engine. Out of all the Marx engines I've had, this is the 1E7 that I have never owned. And so I was glad that when I had an opportunity to get hold of this, I went ahead and purchased it and put it away for such a time as this. I actually forgot that I even had it. And so I was glad to see it, because I've been trying to find one, thinking that I didn't have one. And so anyway, I purchased it. I got it at some point in time. I think it was probably last year. And put it away and got it out, got it going, and there it is. As with a lot of the others, hopefully towards the last of this year, in the next 2 or 3 weeks or the next month, you'll see these trains running. You won't see all of them, but you'll see most of them. I've gotten rid of a lot of them. The ones that I needed work, or the ones that I had worked on specifically for video purposes, or ones that I used to replace other engines that I had in my collection, in my consist, whereas I used the ones that I repaired the upgrade and fixed the old ones up to trade off or to give away or resell. And so here we are. I guess I've rambled on enough today. Hadn't had a chance to really talk to you guys much. So I seem to be rambling on. But anyway, now I wanted to say something about the light on this. The light on this has, the ground has a problem on it, and I regrounded it, but it's still not a solid ground. And so for some reason or another, it's not making the contact that it should be making, and so I'm going to have to go back through and reground it again. In another place in order to get it to operate. But that's the only problem with the light, is that it has a poor ground. And that's another something we got to go back and fix. All right. As always, if you have as much fun running your trains and working on them as I do, then you should have happy rails. That's all for now. Until next time.